inspired to do your blog?
I just want to help people change their lives, like with their job, and basically just help them win. Because if they win, then I can win, and then once I win, I can hit the next level, and then show people how to get there too. I'm trying to teach people the entire RA game right now, which is retail arbitrage, and then once I master that game, I can help everyone else get there, and then I'll move into like wholesale and stuff like that, and then show people how to do that too.
Why don't you charge like a lot of money to offer like a course or something to people?
Well, the reason I don't charge money for a course is because, well, first of all, most courses are scams, and also because anyone who actually wants to win is gonna find that stuff for free. Especially me, like I would never pay money for a course, so I didn't want to charge money, and especially because all the best information is free anyways. And just because you pay for a course doesn't mean you're gonna do anything.
How does it make you feel when you see people win?
When I see people win, it just feels amazing. It's very rewarding. It's better than winning yourself, honestly. Because when you win yourself, it's like very selfish. But once you help other people, it's like the best feeling in the world.
Do you have any advice for anyone who's struggling to get into the game?
So if you're struggling to get into the game, if you're broke, all you need to know is that it's possible. Like I literally started with $0, and I used to drive around Georgia, Ubering. I was in Atlanta, trying to make $10, $15 doing DoorDash and Uber, and I would just take all my money and just spend it all on books. But the biggest thing that set me apart was the fact that I had high ambition and I had a desire to win. And once you have the desire to win, you can do whatever you want. The most important thing is to develop the desire to win. And once you do, you're unstoppable.
How did you develop your desire to win?
It's just something that I've always had. To me, losing is just not an option. Like to me, if I know something is possible, then I have to do it. That's just how it is.
How long did it take you to start making some money?
So to start making money, it only took me about 2 weeks because I took action right away. So the most important thing was going out and scanning books and stuff. But if you have money to start off with, you don't have to even scan books. You can just go to Walmart and stuff, go to Ollie's and scan products, go to Marshall's. But yeah, like just take action. You can start making money right away. But you might not get your money back for a couple weeks, but you'll make sales, which is money. And you don't even want to take your money out anyways for like the first year. So it'd be good just to forget about the money and just focus on mastering your craft.
How long do you think it takes someone to make enough to quit their 9 to 5?
You could probably quit your 9 to 5 once you start making over 10K a month in sales, preferably 20,000 a month. And personally, I would just quit before I even made a full-time income because that'll give me the hunger and drive to push forward.
What's been your best seller on Amazon these past couple months?
So my go-to product is Nike shoes, and I'm actually driving into Nike right now. And the reason for that is because Amazon doesn't sell Nike, and then Nikes are easy to find. They're easy to find on clearance. Like Nikes sell fast. They're really like high in demand. Just all those reasons, Like for instance, Adidas is a brand that's good too, but the problem with Adidas is that Amazon sells most of their products, but with Nike, Amazon doesn't really sell it. So Nike actually needs resellers to sell their products on Amazon.
How important is this quarter with holidays coming up? How important is it? And what are some strategies on what you can do during this time to maximize your profits since it's Christmas coming up, Black Friday?
Yeah. Q4 is definitely really important. Like you want to nail down Q4 because they say that most retailers and resellers make most of their money in Q4. I heard that they call Black Friday because that's actually the day that businesses go from being in the red to going into the green. So that means that they finally become profitable. With retail, you're dealing with really low margins. But during Q4, the demand is really high. So in terms of nailing down Q4, you just want to go hard. You want to spend all your money. You want to make sure you ship out fast, keep listing products. But also, I wouldn't really stress out too much about it. Just focus on the long game because I see that there's a lot of people who just get into retail arbitrage and Amazon selling during November and December because they're greedy. They just want to make quick money, and you don't see them the rest of the year. Like I see different people out and about during the holiday season that I never see because I'm consistent. So I'm always there, whether it's March, April, July. I see all these new faces all the time during the holidays, and then as soon as it hits like February, they're all gone, and that's because they're greedy and they don't have patience, and those people will never last. So you definitely want to go hard during Q4, but don't just go hard during Q4. You want to go hard all the time, but especially hard during Q4.
What do you say to those that want to just make a quick buck?
So if you want to make a quick buck, I recommend just working at McDonald's because that's not like Amazon and e-commerce is not for you. Because the thing is, you're probably gonna lose all your money. You're probably gonna make some quick money and then blow it all buying stupid stuff like a new car or trying to show off. So if you want to make a quick buck, don't even try because you're not gonna make a quick buck. You're gonna make some money and you're gonna get greedy, show off, and then you're gonna fail. So I suggest that you take it slow and master your craft and focus on enjoying the craft and find pleasure in progressing one step at a time.
Who are the kind of people that win at Amazon reselling?
The people who win at Amazon reselling are the ones who have vision, determination, and persistence. If you don't have any of those factors, then you don't have what it takes because you're going to give up as soon as it gets hard. You're going to get impatient and you're going to get bored because it's really boring. It's easy, but it's boring.
Define vision.
Vision basically means you have like a bigger picture of what you want to accomplish because to be honest, like reselling and stuff, it's just like hustling on the streets back in the day. In and of itself, it's not really like something you could do forever. Like sooner or later, you'll get tired, but it's a huge opportunity that you can use and leverage to hit the next level. If you're just focused on creating a job with reselling, it's actually better to just work at a corporation or something. But if you have a vision of becoming like a wholesaler or like helping other people change their lives, like that's actually something that has a lot of opportunities associated with it. If you're just trying to just do reselling because you don't want to have a job and you don't want a boss, that's actually approaching it in the wrong way because you're not going to have the fire to push forward when it gets really hard and boring.
What was your hardest day in reselling? And when you felt like giving up, and how did you overcome it?
I never felt like giving up, not even for one day, because I knew that it was easy. It just needed patience and persistence. But the hardest days were when I was scanning books at Goodwill because I just didn't want to, but I did it anyways. And I would eat like Burger King and stuff like that, Costco hot dogs and stuff like that, because I didn't want to spend any money that I could have spent on books. And then I used to go to Dollar Tree, scan all their books, and then people would just look at me like I was retarded. But I didn't really give a fuck because I was so focused on the vision. It wasn't like any worse than working a job though. That was the worst time. When I worked a job, that was the worst. Building a business is fun. It was definitely hard in the beginning when I had no money because I had to go scan books at Goodwill and get all dirty and stuff. But who cares? You gotta do what you gotta do if you want to win. If you don't want to do that stuff, then you should just quit because you gotta put in sacrifices. But sacrifices are actually awesome because you get better stuff. Like honestly, I'm pretty thankful I did all that stuff.
What's the freedom that this reselling business has offered you, and what's your lifestyle like now?
So the reselling business has given me a lot of freedom because I've made it so that it's not like a job or anything. It's just part of my life. So I'll be going to like Walgreens just to get like a drink, and then I'll just pick up like $20 worth of profit that will cover my purchase. I'll be at Walmart buying something, and then I'll make all that money back. But in terms of the lifestyle, but I don't really purchase anything. Like I don't get anything special. Like the only thing I bought was like this like Gucci bracelet right here, just because like I was bored one day. It was like $400, but I make a lot more than that. Just treating yourself, it motivates me. But yeah, I didn't waste a lot of money on stupid stuff. I invested it all back, and then with my profits from Amazon, I invested in my eBay business, and now I'm making $10,000 a month on eBay. But in terms of the lifestyle changes, the biggest thing is being able to eat whatever I want anytime. So when I was broke, I used to always want to be able to eat steak anytime I wanted and not have to cook it myself. So if I want steak, I get steak, even if it's $30, $40. I can eat at restaurants whenever I want. Like $100 isn't a big deal. But when I started, I was eating Burger King all the time to save money. So I don't really like blow my money, but I eat good, I go to like a really expensive gym. I pay like $500 a month for lifetime work, and that includes a lifetime gym membership. I used to go to Planet Fitness for $10 a month, and that was garbage. I never went. I never wanted to go because it's trash. But lifetime, I'll go every morning, 4 a.m. I love it. Same thing with lifetime work.
Can you explain the secret of how lifetime work pays for itself?
So lifetime work costs $500 a month. Be like $540 actually, but it's worth it. First of all, it's an office space for my business because I work my business there. Like I reprice, I do my Amazon back-end work. That's $540 a month of tax deductions. So the way that tax code works is that you're able to deduct expenses before you pay taxes. Unlike an employee who basically has to pay taxes on their money and then they buy expenses with taxed money. Say that I make like $1,000 profit and then lifetime work is $540, then my taxable income becomes $460, and then you pay percentage tax only on the profit that's left. That's why a lot of smart people like Grant Cardone and Robert Kiyosaki, they always reinvest in their business. So I invest in a lot of stuff like lifetime work, my storage units, any kind of equipment. But the way that lifetime work pays for itself is previously I was paying like $200 a month for a lifetime only, and that's an expense that's not tax deductible because it's a gym membership. With lifetime work, the gym is an added amenity, and that's how it's billed for tax reasons. So basically, the whole thing is tax deductible. When I'm over there, I'm more productive, so I can create content that changes lives and offers value, which is another way of making money. And on top of that, it's located in Sandy Springs, which is like a really nice area. A lot of people over there don't resell, so it's like a gold mine. So every time I go out there to do some work, I also am able to source at Sandy Springs, Atlanta, and they're like really nice neighborhoods, and I can pretty much make all that money back.
Talk about the 4 a.m. wake up schedule that you were doing at
Yeah.
some point.
I try to wake up at 4 a.m. when I can, but lately I haven't been waking up at 4 a.m. because it's like Q4, I'm really busy. And on top of that, I've been staying up late to edit videos and stuff, but I'm gonna get back on it. So it's kind of something that I do for like weeks at a time when I do it, and then I might take a break because like it's really unsustainable to do all the time. Because what I'll do is like no matter what time I sleep, I'll wake up at 4 a.m. Even if I sleep at like 1 or 2 a.m., I'll wake up at 4 a.m. and then I'll just drink as many coffees as I need to stay awake. Yeah, but waking up at 4 a.m. is a game changer because you can do repricing, you can go to the storage unit at like 6 a.m. You've accomplished so much by the time most people wake up. And actually, I wake up at 3:45 a.m., not 4 a.m., because I like to go to the gym as soon as I wake up. Whenever I wake up at 4 a.m., I'll wake up at 3:45 a.m. and then I'll go to Lifetime. I'll get there by like 4:30, and then I'll lift weights. After I lift weights, come back home, maybe blog or reprice, and then go to my storage unit around 7 or 8. I'll ship orders, and then go to the post office. Then I can go to Nike as soon as they open at around 10 a.m. I'm the first one there, so I get all the good stuff. When you source, you want to source early because that's when all the best stuff is available and less people.
Talk about going to Nike every day.
So I go to Nike every single day, and honestly, that's what sets me apart from the competition. Because I go every day and I know when I see other resellers there, and I always see all the same resellers only when they have like a 30% off sale with new markdowns. So I feel like they're all part of some alerts group or something. But personally, I show up there without any alerts. One time this guy came up to me, he told me like, damn, like every time I go to Nike, you're there. And the thing is, I haven't even seen him because I'm so focused on the grind. And because I go every day, I don't miss out on any sales. And I know that they restock on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's when they change all their sales. Unlike all the other people, I don't rely on alerts. I actually find deals that they miss out on. So I didn't see any of them there when they had Air Jordan mids for $55, and I picked up like 30 pairs. On top of that, the added benefit is that the workers there, they all know me by name. And whenever I show up, they'll literally hand me shoes to flip. So last time I went, they just wheeled out a whole cart of Jordan slides for me for $14. They go for $70. And they're like, here, you can have as many as you need. And every time I come, they give me what I need. They'll help me out from the back because they know that I'm consistent. I don't just show up there just to take stuff from them. You know, that's how most resellers are. They're greedy. They only show up when they need stuff. I'll show up there and I'll flip stuff for 20% if I have to, just because I'm consistent. That's why I end up getting all the best deals. So I don't miss out on any of the best sales. They always try to help me out whenever they can. On top of that, it's really good to develop habits. And that's a really good habit, is going somewhere every single day until you master your craft. Also, because I've been going to Nike every single day, I really understand their products. I'm able to recognize deals just by looking at them now. I don't have to really scan them. When I first started, I didn't know anything about Nike. I didn't even wear Nike besides Air Forces. But now it's like if I see Pegasus for like $30, whatever, then it's like I know to look that up on eBay. And then if I see like free runs on sale for like $30, I already know that they're gonna be a winner before I even scan them. And this helps me run laps around my competitors.
Talk about your Discord. Why should people join your Discord?
I have a private Discord now, and it's invite only. And unlike the other Discords out there, by other Amazon like gurus, who are pretty much all clowns, because they charge money for basic information that I give out for free. My Discord is actually a game changer for many reasons. Like we have some ungating secrets on there and all that stuff, but it's invite only. So if you want to join, you probably can't, unless you actually put in the work. So what I mean by that is, you actually read my blog, took action. Like I don't want any people who are just like dreaming about starting an Amazon business and then procrastinating. Like those aren't people from my Discord. They can join the other ones, the ones with like 500 members or 1,000, 10,000 members. It all has garbage in there. Everyone gatekeeps everything. There's no gatekeeping in my group. Everyone provides value because they get value. There's only winners, like no losers allowed. But that's because that's the way I want it to be. If you really want to join, what you have to do is follow my Instagram and DM me on Instagram. If you want to join the Discord, you gotta put in your own work. Like you gotta start your own Amazon business, take action, read my blog. The Discord is like the next level. That's how people who are already making money can start making really good money. So if you want to join the Discord, follow my Instagram, send me some messages and we'll talk. But I just need to see if you're serious or not. Like I don't really want any people who are just like bullshitters in my Discord.
Say you're someone in depression, sitting on your bed, and $0 in the bank account, maybe at $5, right?
Yeah.
But what's the step-by-step process?
So I can give an answer, but most people won't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Most people who are broke and depressed, they want to just stay a victim. You know what I mean? They want to blame someone else. Like they want to blame Joe Biden or Donald Trump. Like I don't like Joe Biden, but people would blame him for them being broke. That's pathetic. You know what I'm saying? People are broke because they didn't take any action. So if you're sitting in your room, depressed, broke, the first step is stop being a victim. And the second step is to read my blog, especially the mindset ones, because you probably have a shit mindset. You need to fix your mindset and become a winner. After that, what I would say is you should start doing Uber Eats and selling books, used books. And no one wants to do that. Like, everyone wants to just get into Nike flipping and Costco, get a bunch of credit cards and stuff, because that's what they see on social media and that seems cool to them. But that's a bad idea if you're broke, because you don't even have enough money to eat food. Why are you gonna buy $40 Nikes? You know what I mean? You want to learn from your mistakes. So you don't want to make mistakes on shoes because you're gonna lose money. That's why most people fail, because they're so impatient. If you're broke, start buying $1 products and trying to flip them for $10. You don't have to even invest that much money. I have guides on my blog how to do this all for really low money. So you want to focus on the cheapest products you can get with high ROI. So that's why I said books, because you can find books at Goodwill for $2 and sell them for $50 to $300. And that's what I did in the beginning. I would take my Uber money and I would do 4 trips to make $40, and then I would buy $40 of books every single day and spend all my money, and then I would eat hot dogs and cheeseburgers from Burger King and McDonald's. That's how I started, and now my business has made over $500,000 in sales on Amazon. It's changed my life, but that's because, unlike most of the people who are broke, I didn't mind getting my hands dirty. And that's why most of you guys are broke, because you're so arrogant. You think that you deserve the best. You don't deserve anything if you're broke. You gotta put in the dues and then you'll deserve it. I believe in you and you can win, but you gotta stop being so above these things, man. You gotta go to Goodwill, thrift stores. If you have a little bit of money, then go to Walmart clearance, Just don't take excuses, Don't make excuses. If you don't give up, you can get to the top. But if you make excuses, you're gonna stay on the bottom. You don't have to even save up money. You don't have to even save up $1,000. Just go make $40 and then go buy $40 of stuff and then list it and then try to make that money back. And then once you do it, keep doing it. That's it.
Amazon versus eBay.
I started my eBay in 2013. So if you look at my account, it says long time member. And that's because I was trying to do this for 10 years. So that's what I'm talking about. Most people are trying to do this in 2 weeks. They're so impatient. I literally have been trying to do this for 10 years. And I just figured it out. I wasn't working on it for 10 years straight, but it took me a long time to figure it out. You know what I mean? I haven't even gotten to the highest level that I want to. In my opinion, Amazon is actually easier to sell on than eBay because you don't have to take pictures. You don't have to use the eBay app. You can use like third-party apps. You can use repricers. It's really like hands-free if you set it up in the right way. You can sell used goods, new goods, whatever you need. And also, Amazon is kind of built for you to succeed. They have a lot of tools to help new sellers like get to the top. Like they got loans and stuff, Amazon loans. So if you offer good products, good service, then Amazon's going to help you get there. In terms of Amazon versus eBay, Amazon has much more volume, but eBay can be more profitable because they have less fees and higher margins. But you want to do both because it kind of ties hand in hand. eBay is good for selling stuff that's like unique, you know? Like for instance, like with Amazon, you want to sell like mainly new stuff or maybe like used books. But if you want to sell like used shoes, that I don't know if you can sell it on Amazon. And you might want to add some pictures because like each used shoe is different. So eBay is good because you can sell anything on eBay, and you don't have to get ungated. You can just sell everything you want. But I recommend you start off with Amazon, and then make some money. Don't try to do both. Just do Amazon, and go hard for like at least 1 year. And then if you want, you can start eBay. Don't try both. Do one or the other.
Tell the story about you flipping Pokemon cards and how you learned so much from making even just like $1 off of a card.
Yeah, so that's how I got into reselling. It was by selling Pokemon cards. It started off when my girlfriend was saying that like we should get the Pokemon cards, and this was during 2021. That was like the hype, you know, like the whole like Pokemon card hype was at its peak. But I decided that I was gonna go get some Pokemon cards, and I thought it was as easy as going to Target or Walmart and going and buying them. And I saw online that even Michael's had it, you know. I went to every single store that I could think of. Like I went to every Target, every Walmart, and they didn't have any Pokemon cards. And I was like, this makes no sense. And then I saw online that they were selling for like double or triple, and I was really confused. And then I realized that you can actually flip products from retail stores on Amazon and eBay. Like this is when I had $0, so I couldn't even like go find Pokemon cards, like buy. I couldn't even afford like 10 Elite Trainer boxes. That's like $400. I couldn't even afford to do that, and then like get started with that. Like I had like no money. Like we would open some Pokemon cards, and then like I would get some hits in there, and I would just try to flip them. I would sell them for like $2, but you weren't making any money or anything. But I was surprised at how fast Pokemon cards would sell compared to everything else I listed. Because back in the day, I used to sell like guitar parts and stuff, and some of them would take like months to sell, or like never sell at all. And then with Pokemon cards, I could sell some of them the same day, and I realized that the more you list, the more you sell. So that was like my first glimpse into like making money on eBay, like making a bunch of sales in a day. You know, have like stacks of Pokemon cards. But I knew that I wasn't making any money. You know, I was just like breaking even at best, probably not even. But I was getting tons of reviews on eBay. That's what actually led me to getting into reselling and then trying to get into Amazon, because I just learned that it was possible. Like I saw this guy who was buying Elite Trainer boxes from Walmart and selling them on Amazon, and then he was scanning them with the Amazon seller app, and that's how I found out about reselling with Amazon.
I heard you say one time that the money is trash and that you should really invest in like assets.
If you do a little bit of research, it's not even that hard to find out the truth about money. It's so simple, and no one wants to admit it. But yeah, like cash is garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me show you. Look at this. It's like $50, right? Like this is like literal like trash. Like you can't do anything with that. The whole idea is that they're just printing too much money. You know, they printed like 80% of the money after 2020. And if you actually really look into how they print money, it's actually a complete scam. Like for instance, like every time I buy something on Nike with my credit card, like here, show Nike. Yeah. Whenever I buy something on Nike, my credit card, they just printed that money. It didn't exist before, and now it's in existence forever. Same thing with loans. And then if I put that money back into the bank, like $50 into the bank, that money is actually duplicated and multiplied, and it's actually designed to make you lose if you save money. It's actually rigged against you. You don't want to play into their hand, you know? So when you actually take your money and then purchase inventory, you're actually guaranteed to win if you know what you're doing, because the game is actually rigged for your benefit. Whenever I convert all my money, like the $50 there, to a pair of shoes, and then the shoes can go for like double or triple on Amazon. I basically benefit massively from inflation. And on top of that, there's like a certain like baseline value that those shoes will hold. Like they're not gonna fall under like a certain value. So that's why you come out ahead, because with dollars, no one knows how far that's gonna drop. You know what I mean? But with actual hard assets, you're taking on a little bit more risk, but not as much risk as them printing money. But then you have the potential for so much profit and gain. With dollars, you're not gonna gain anything. Like the interest you earn in the bank is taxed, so it's really a scam. Yeah, but that's about it. So we're gonna go to Nike now, and this interview will be on YouTube and TikTok. So thanks for watching, guys.